Hey, Blonde Beard, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Didn't really plan this, just trying to get some videos pre-recorded for the weekend. That is good news. I was out doing a little outdoor stuff today and just kind of catching the updates. They crushed them last night, which is always a good thing after a loss. I think we were up like a game and a half over Cleveland. Did you see if the Rays or Cleveland are playing today? Ah, that's tough. I feel like other than, the Rays keep winning, and then I feel like Cleveland is our only hope. I don't think there's any chance we catch Houston. Although I do think we have another series against Houston later in the season. But I don't think the A's play anyone with an over 500 record for the rest of the season, which is nice. Although I'm sure we'll find some way to lose. I know I want to try to make it to at least another game this season. Might need to use a sick day at work for that one, catch a day game. I'll tell you what, guys. Like I said, I was gonna film some videos because this week for me is gonna be kind of crazy, and I didn't want to just go completely dark. So I'd have stuff. I was gonna try to do a live stream this Wednesday for the Hump Day Hunt. You guys that caught it last week, I didn't wind up finding the McGuire, and I said that I was going to do, 3 tries, 3 strikes, and you're out. But I'm way too stubborn for that, and I don't feel like I can quit looking for it. So I did order some more packs, but I will not be ordering any more rack packs because somebody told me that you can search them, and I was buying them off of eBay from people that might have been selling like 1 or 2 at a time, and it's true. You can definitely search them. So on the downside of that, if you're buying one, or if anybody saw what I was buying and was like, I'll try that, and you bought one from somebody, the odds are pretty good. If there was one card in particular that they wanted, hey, father and son cards, if there was one card that they wanted, chances are they searched that pack and either kept it and got their card or didn't get it and then sold it. Because I know you guys saw that I did pull a 2 Roger Clemens rookies, 2 Dwight Gooden rookies, and a bunch of other cool cards. You know, so if they were looking for the McGuire the same way I was, and they did come across the Clemens and didn't really want, you know, another one, then they might have just thrown it back on eBay. Exactly, Spicy Bear. It has to. It has to go on. I will say I did buy some things that I was going to show on the Tuesday trades, because that's kind of been the day where I've been like showing off, I guess, stuff that I bought. I can't really think of a better way to phrase that, but it's Sunday and I'm feeling a little frisky. So I will go ahead and show you guys this. And I think some of you will appreciate this. Are we ready? You could do like a countdown in your head. Oh, you know what that is. Dun, dun, dun. Still in the pack. And that is where she will live. So this is kind of a thing. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've totally changed the way that I'm going to start like filming stuff. I did get a new logo made, so I'm getting a mat made up. But I keep watching these videos, and people have stuff in the background, and their cameras keep wanting to focus on the stuff in the background. And as cool as the background stuff is, nobody wants to look at blurry cards. So this is, you know, obviously this is the card I was hunting for. Obviously, I own the card now. Completely cheated, but I do feel like this is its own kind of rare, being able to find one of these still in the cello pack. And if you can see, it's pretty centered. I did see a few of them on eBay, and they get pretty pricey. If you buy one that's graded, you know, if you send the pack in to have the pack graded, and I didn't pay anywhere near that. And so what I've been doing is I'll go on there, and if there's a loose McGuire or something like that, I'll just shop the pictures until I can find the one that looks the best, most centered, whatnot. Whether I choose to send it in to get graded or not, I don't really know yet, but just for the eye appeal of it. So this is going to stay in its pack, and then I'm going to send it in as a pack. I don't even know how PSA grades packs, so maybe one of you knows if it's the condition of the wrapper, if it's, you know, in this case, is it the visible condition of the card that's in the wrapper. I have no clue other than I really like this thing. Hey, Ray T. So if one of you knows, by all means, tell me, because these packs graded, Clark Sports Cards, these packs graded, they're going for like $250. And like I said, I didn't pay anywhere near that. It was under $100. And as you can see, like, the card itself looks really nice and very centered in there. So I hadn't planned on doing this, and this was going to kind of be, yeah, I know, Spicy Beer, right? Although in a weird twist, the packs that were like 50 cents, like 88 tops, for instance, are probably now less than that. So to stick with that theme, and this was just, I might have like gone a little bit overboard here. So I got the 88 tops with the McGuire still in, and I'm thinking I'm going to start telling you guys, because, you know, most of you, you're adults and you're more than capable of doing your own shopping. But I know I'm guilty of, I see something on somebody's channel and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I never thought about buying that. And then, and then you go and buy it. And in a way, like if that means I'm advertising it, then I want to look out for you guys. There was a seller selling these. Thanks, Destro. There was a guy selling these on eBay, and the reason that I bought these was because one of them on the back was the Maguire record breaker card. So it was a Maguire on the front and a Maguire on the back. And so I paid for that, right? Because I feel like that is fairly odd to have a Maguire on both sides. And when I got the packs, the backside was neither of the cards that the listing had. And, I'm human. Like, I understand that people make mistakes, but that just seems really shady because that would, the listing specifically said Maguire ×3. And then I wind up getting 2 packs that are neither of the ones in the picture. Like, that's quite the mistake to make. Yeah, right. I mean, that's quite the mistake to make. And to say like, oh, sorry, you got the backs mixed up. And it's like, well, the way you listed your ad, you were exactly selling a front and back facing Maguire. Like, I don't really buy that was an honest mistake. Like, that seems pretty shady. And trying to be nice, like, I sell stuff on eBay. I don't sell a lot of stuff on eBay because, quite frankly, I'm a lazy seller. I don't really try to promote stuff. I haven't felt comfortable yet really like talking to you guys about stuff that you might want. And I mean, most of us, online met each other through breaks or whatnot. And I think, we all like cards and we all buy cards. So I don't really, it's just something I guess I have to get over because I do have a bunch of ideas that you guys might be interested in, but something about talking about selling stuff, I didn't get into this to, be a used car salesman. No offense to used car salesmen, but I don't want to hard sell anyone. So later, if you're interested, you could always email me or I can tell you. Basically, I'd be turning around and getting you guys the cards for cost in a way that my thought was kind of like if you bought these things from me and then you opened them on your channel, it would give you content. And then if you mentioned that you got them from me, I would refund you a certain amount of money. If we pay for super chats to promote your own channel or whatever, obviously I want to grow my channel. And that kind of seemed like a way that we would all win. You'd get cards for cheap that you want, that you can't really put together yourself easily. I would get channel promotion. We'd all be happy. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll let you know. Anyway, I'll move on from this. I did think that was shady. Does anybody in the room right now, have you ever been, hey, Dylan Mel, have you ever been interested? Oh, sorry, Oliver. Oliver, before you go, this was the package that I mistakenly thought came from you, with some heritage cards in there, but it was mail that I was going to open on the channel, so I haven't opened it yet. So I didn't forget to respond to you. I just wanted to open this in the way that I had kind of promised I would open it. So I will get back to you about those cards. Thank you. Does anybody in here, have you ever contemplated buying rack packs of vintage cards? Because I can show you right now why that might not be a great idea. If somebody does want to know, tell me. And if you don't want to know, or you're not interested, or maybe you just want to see for a curiosity factor, let me know. But I don't want to waste your time doing that. So another part of the hump day hunt, and it's not really a secret. If anything, I feel like hearing that it was coming might make the things more exciting. But I think part of my hunt is going to be to find this at the end or the conclusion of the hunt. You can probably get where we're going with this. Yes? Anyone? 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 Anyone throw out a guess? Anyone? Oh, what? No? Scribbles on the, yes. So I think to round out finally getting these cards that I want as a kid, I am going to find an autographed version of that card. I think the PSA 10 aspect is nice. You know, it's kind of, I guess, the nicest representation of that card. But somewhere like along as a kid, I always kind of felt like having, hey, Conben, having an autographed version of that player's most memorable card, to me, was kind of like, that was the coolest thing that I could have. So you might have seen that I showed the that Matt Chapman autograph card the other night. Whoa, that's a pretty bad glare. You can kind of see it. The that Matt Chapman card from the other night that I got, the 2014 Bowman, that was kind of done in that vein. This would be the other one. So to me, this is his most memorable, most important true rookie card, the 17 update. And as part of archives, they had it an autographed version. So this to me kind of rounds out my Chapman rookie card hunt. And I went a little nuts. Luckily, my wife doesn't ever watch these videos unless she's a moderator at Autistic Family Collectibles channel, where she can ban me. But I got a whole bunch of Chappie autographs and cards. I'm actually going to try to make the rainbow out of 2019 tops. So I've started picking up the cards, but having a hard time. I have not seen the 1 of 1, and the red out of 5 is sort of hard to find. Anyway, you get the idea where I'm going with the hump day hunts and the memorable rookie cards. Finding the card out of the pack is obviously the goal. On a personal, yeah, Clark Sports, yeah, it's going to be hard. I mean, part of what I was talking about earlier, I don't know if it was before you came in the room, but as far as doing like breaks through my channel, I have 2 boxes of jumbo chrome sitting here that they keep calling to me to either open myself or start selling somehow. I think I want to do like a cool pack kind of variety thing. I have 2 boxes of Sterling. I have 2 boxes of Chronicles. I have 2 jumbo boxes of Chrome and a few other boxes that I think would make for interesting things. And I also kind of feel like if you're watching my channel, I mean, let's be honest, my sunny personality is part of it, obviously, right? But you probably find an interest in some of the cards I find an interest in, you know, like Blondebeard. Like A's cards. I mean, obviously, I'm going to focus a lot on A's players. So I think it would be kind of fun for some of you to be able to like do your own little mini hunts. I'm going to go pretty deep into Jeter territory here coming up, and so I was thinking about putting together like a pack from all the big ticket Jeter cards. You know, like if I was to sell, maybe like you get 5 packs of 93 tops, 5 packs of 93 score, 5 packs of 93 select, 5 packs of the 93 upper deck, things like that. And then, you know, somebody who was in a Jeter could, you know, have a little shot at getting a 93 Jeter. So that's kind of random thoughts that kind of go through my head as far as future channel type stuff. I'm sorry. It's just sitting here, and I just have to, because it's out of 25, and they put the top sticker right on his face, which is kind of funny, but it's pretty. So there's that. Anyway. Oh, and then this guy came back the other night, so that's cool. And there's this little guy who came in the mail, and that's a 10. You know, that's what we're doing over here. Anywho, that was enough. That was enough little humble brag of that. Okay, so thank you, Primant. In my head, I like to say your name is Premant because it sounds fancy, but I will adhere to the rules of Primant. I'm just trying to. I just want to be like you guys when I grow up. So. Okay, I'll switch it up then, just for a little variety, just so that the next person that comes on goes, have I been saying it wrong? And, you know, just to mess with people. So anyway, as you guys heard, I've been buying a bunch of stuff. I do want to wait, if I can, for if Jonathan H pops in, or Philip or Terry, because I have some stuff from them, and I think they would think it's fun. So... Have you? So Primate, just a little background story. Like those of you that know, like I'm a teacher, and so for me, saying somebody's name correctly is like, it's one of my like pet peeves. And I always get these kids who you could tell nobody's been pronouncing their name correctly for years and years and years. And I ask, like, how do you pronounce it? And they tell, oh, I don't care. I'm like, kid, it's your name. Like, you tell me, I learn it, and then it's your name. I'll say it right. So I will say your name right. Primate. Okay. Anywho, back to the point. I've been buying a bunch of stuff, and Dave's DA Card World, Dave and Adams Cards, they had like a double gift thing. So most of it was crap, but I haven't opened, I don't think, any of this. I mean, this is a stupid comment to make because it says 16 right there, but I wasn't sure if it was 16 optic or 16 cards in the pack, but I'm pretty sure it's that. So I'll start opening these just so you guys have something to look at while I ramble. Hey, cool seeing us here. And also, just as I'm looking on here, because the other night I just went crazy and I just made like literally everyone that came in the room a mod. I am gonna go in and remedy that. But for today, you gentlemen have the power. So has anybody opened any of this 16 optics? This is pre-Otani, pre-Chapman, obviously, pre-Bregman. Is DeGrom a rookie in 16? Like, I was not collecting cards in 16, so somebody let me know what we want, and maybe I get some cards that make their way into Tuesday trades. Maybe I give them away, but not to somebody that asks for free things, because that's annoying. I will give this card away because I just don't like him. Like, I don't know. If he was on my team and he was producing numbers, I think I would tolerate him. But just a douche, like just not a mature human being. I don't Clark Sports, and if you guys would bear with me, you could talk amongst yourselves for 10 seconds. I'm sure you can think of something. Okay, way back when I first started this channel, DeGrom is 14. Okay, when I first started this channel, I didn't really know what I was buying, and I bought one of those Mega Mix boxes, and I don't think I fully realized that it was multi-sport, and so I got this 2013 Elite, and you know, I do what most of you do when you get something that has value, but you don't really want, and you go on eBay and look at sold listings. I got that box, and I want to say that I got 5 hobby boxes of cards, and one of them was baseball, and I think I got three football and a box of UFC. Which those of you that know the channel, you kind of know my thoughts on doing MMA related stuff, which by the way, I am going to need to narrow down who wins things in the future. And that topic will be one of the kind of qualifying questions. So I'll reiterate it now for those of you watching. I've competed in MMA professionally in the past, and you know, I obviously have my feelings about it, and I've trained with a lot of the people in the sport currently, so I've always kind of felt weird of collecting the cards or wanting to discuss it on the thing. Is it Legion Italia? Is that, well, either, if I'm saying it wrong, either way, how's it going? Anyway, I got UFC cards, I got a bunch of football cards, and I got one box of low number Heritage, which I had just kind of gotten done opening a ton of it. So I traded some of the boxes to my LCS and got stuff I actually wanted. So if anyone is interested in this, I am just going to throw it on eBay because I just don't want it. I have no interest in breaking it because I would not know who I was looking at value wise. A big stiff. That's what she said. So this is going on eBay. If somebody wants it, let me know. If we did it through PayPal, I'd obviously make it cheaper than it was going to be on eBay since I wouldn't be paying the fees. Anyway, that's an option. And then I also got this, the 15 draft picks. And again, I have zero desire. So Dad's Life, great question. And I've never, like, it's not about, for me, making any money off of this. It's just kind of a getting rid of it for what's fair to everyone. So what I would literally do after getting off here is I would go to eBay and I would see what they're actually selling for. And then if we were going to do eBay, then that's what I would sell it for. If you were comfortable doing friends and family through PayPal, then I would make it less because there wouldn't be any fees that I would have to pay. I could probably ship either of these for about $5-ish bucks, probably somewhere between $4 and $5. So just kind of think that, whatever. Also, I'm not opposed to trading stuff for them. You guys kind of get a sense for what I'm into. So if you don't really, you know, you've already kind of used your fun money, or, you know, your wife is listening, whatever, and you'd rather trade for something, that's an option too. And now this is on the channel for all to see forever and ever. So just email me. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Look at these real quick. These cards are super nice. I don't know if anybody was in Jonathan H's break / auction last night, but he opened some Optic, and the cards, they just are nice looking. I got a nice Bryce Harper. For those of you that like Bryce Harper, Con Ben is all sports highlights around. He's into Harper, right? Kipnis. Good grief. Like, it's like, it's like, is this like sports / business casual attire? It doesn't look like a baseball player. Could be because he looks like he weighs about 350, but Adam Wainwright, Zach Greinke, I'm going to guess this is a numbered card just based on the color, and it is. So Greinke out of 299, kind of a nice looking card. Arizona, he just got traded, correct? Where's he at? Or am I totally forgetting and I'm talking about the wrong person? I don't know. It's a nice looking card though, if you're a Greinke fan. So this is Bryce Harper, same picture, but you notice it says MVP. Chris Bryant, nice looking card. And Noah Syndergaard, purple, I'm assuming. No number. Somebody with more experience. He's on the Stros. That's why I don't like him, because he's keeping my A's out of first. Buster Posey, Bay Area fan favorite, not of mine, but my nephew collects Buster Posey cards, and he's actually kind of what got me back into cards. And it's a good thing because he made me look through my cards, and I found that 93 Jeter SP sitting in a box. Jason Hayward, Markakis, Conforto. If anything in there interested anybody, let me know. The way I'm seeing it, nothing looks crazy valuable, so not really expecting anything for them. Let me know. You can always just email me. So this is the second pack. The DA Card World was having a double reward, so I got 2 of these. Marte, Kinsler, Felix Hernandez, Rizzo, Jock Peterson out of 199. Not bad looking. Josh Donaldson. Any Braves fans in here, or people that just keeping up with highlights? This is him from Oakland. I don't know if they, I mean, I love Matt Chapman. I don't know if they really stepped up or not. You know, I mean, Josh Donaldson's killing it right now. Anybody see his home run celebration is pretty cool. Xander. These must just have a certain amount of these purple cards. 4 purple parallels on average in every pack. All right. So Hosmer, Billy Burns, another Oakland card. Diaz, Chris Sale, another Machado card because you can't have too many of those. Maida, Jankowski, Shield. We're done. All right. Anybody see anything you liked in there? Let me know. I have my my Patreon. I've been doing the $40 tier through Jabs. I don't know if anybody else is a Jabs Patreon member, and if you are, and you're hovering around the $40 mark, and you haven't heard, starting at the $50 mark, now he's going to start including like junk wax boxes. So for me to step it up $10 more, and I get a box of junk wax cards, which, you know, I actually kind of like, to be honest with you. It was kind of a no-brainer. Plus, I mean, those of you that like junk wax type stuff, you know, that's another day's worth of content. Con Ben, it's all about perspective. It's all about what it is you're hoping to get out of it. I'm going to start with these. This is the team bag of random cards. He knows I like the A's, but the guy's got, you know, something like 700 plus Patreon members. I don't in any which way expect him to be able to fill a bag with stuff I want. And honestly, it kind of gives me a chance to get some variety of other things that I might not have been seeking out. So anyway, back to that. Conben, if you want to join his Patreon because you want to get early access to breaks, then it's definitely worth it, because I don't think you can get a spot in a Jabs break if you waited until it was released to the general public. Oh, hey, Clark Sports, I'm really glad that you just brought that up. Donnie Baseball, for those of you that don't know, you know, his channel is going to be dark for a little bit. If anybody has a close kind of relationship to him, or, you know, you consider yourself friends, a few of us are doing something, and if you want to email me, I don't want it to turn into like only a couple of us are doing this and excluding other people that might want to be involved but not know. Anyway, if you are a fan of Mikey and you're interested in doing something, please email me, and email me today, because the kind of wheels are already in motion. All right. Do not wait. Okay. Primate, do you know why it was returned? Was it an address issue? Okay. Clark Sports. Yeah, Jonathan H is involved in what I'm referencing right now too. Clark Sports. I don't know how to phrase this. I know you guys, you all know me as like and earmuffs for a second. Like, I'm pretty much a professional smartass. Like that's what I do all the time. And so, like, I get, if that's the personality that I convey, then I mean it's real. Like, I really am a sarcastic a-hole half the time. But one thing I do not want to be is I do not want to seek attention for somebody else's issue. So I don't really want to discuss it on the live stream, Clark Sports. So if you want to email me, do that, please. It's not a secret or anything like that. I feel like it turns us into, you know, sounds like I'm trying to get views through misfortune, and that's not what I'm doing. Anyway, we'll tell you. Or Jonathan H, Autistic Family Collectibles, do you feel like multitasking at all right now? Don't blame it on the lag. I'll take your moderator wrench away. Okay. So right before you popped in the room, or just referencing referencing what I was referencing. For those of you that know, and you know Jonathan H, maybe you can email him like while I'm doing this, just so nothing gets forgotten. I sent some stuff, Jonathan H, up to Donald, and I'm trying to tell people if they want to be involved. You get the idea. It's a conversation for not on the air. On a lighter note, let's see some of these. Conben, did that answer your question? I know we kind of like took a segue into a different discussion about joining the Jabs Patreon. If you're interested in doing any of his breaks, Conben, then you should definitely sign up. And I'm sure, like, even if you signed up for one of the kind of entry level tiers, you know, $3 or $4, then you would have a real shot at getting into some of the breaks. The more that you pay, then kind of the more other stuff you get, you know. So like Conben, so see all of this. So at the $40 tier, you know, I'm getting access to his breaks early. You don't just get a spot, you still have to buy the spot, but you know, if you get notified early, you have a legitimate shot of getting in. And even if I don't buy into the break, Conben, I mean, you look, okay, so here's 6 packs, 11 packs of cards, and a bunch of cool cards that I wouldn't have been able to really come across any other way. Even if I tried to buy these off of eBay for $1 a piece, which some of these would be more than $1. I'm getting my money's worth, and if I don't buy into a break, I don't feel like I really lost out on anything. And now for $10 more, I'll be getting a box of cards. So for me, the $50 thing is worth it. For you, I mean, everybody's age, everybody's means are different, but you're never going to get into one of his breaks if you're waiting for them to come out to the general public. So hopefully that answers your question. So right off the bat, nice Lou Brock. I'm guessing this is 72 tops, because 71 is the last year of stats, but one of you probably know better. Guzman. So I'll probably turn around and be giving these away. Be giving some of these away. I have too much Bowman. I'm trying to make a bunch of sets of it to sell, because I just have so much of it. Nice product though. Bobby Bonds on the Angels. For those of you that ever wonder, you know, if you're trying to like put together stuff for me, like on a Tuesday Trades, or I show something and you want to know what you have, I am a fan of vintage cards. You really can't go wrong with vintage cards. So Mares and Stallions, Kiermaier, Chris Carter, Dave Stieb, looking like he ate something funky for dinner last night, maybe. Molina, Stanton. It's a nice Mattingly triple play. Actually not in awful condition, which a lot of these black bordered junk wax era cards are. Eddie Murray rocking the 2-hat look. Gary Templeton, I believe this 82 tops. Elroy Face, all-time Pirates. I don't even know. Is this like a promotional card? Does somebody know? It kind of seems like one of those weird, like a mother's cookie kind of a random card. Lou Whitaker, 83. Dan Ford. Mike Witt. Greg Nettles. Scott Fletcher's high school yearbook photo. Roger Craig. And Mark Bellinger. So interesting cards. I probably wind up putting them in a little extras if I ever send you guys anything. Jonathan H, are you sticking around? I have your mail. And Philip, I actually have your mail sitting here too. Jonathan H, may I? Go for it. All right. So this is from the one and only Autistic Family Collectibles. Ooh. Already like what I'm seeing on the back and on the front. Okay. So Sean Manea, I don't want to ruin it, but I have a card of his coming that you just need to see it to believe it. It's one of those things that like only a small market team would put out something like this that would just go unnoticed for so long because nobody collects him. Just like how the Matt Chapman Diamond Kings from Don Russ is Chad Pinder's face. Like the whole card is Chad Pinder's face, but like it's never talked about that it's the wrong person on the card. Sean Manea is one of those people, and I've got a card of his coming, and I will show it as soon as I get it, and it is hilarious. Oh, nice. Good on you. How did you resist the urge to say that you sent this, Jonathan H? You pulled it last night. I pulled it the day before, and it was already in the mail coming. Well played, sir. Nice Laureano. Well, deja vu action. Can't go wrong with two of the laser. What is happening right now? I feel like I trolled myself. Huh. Nice. Jonathan H, thank you very much. I like, oh, this one's numbered at a 150. Thanks. Thank you. I had just showed this before you popped in the room. I think this dude is seriously underrated rookie, but I feel like kind of everyone on the A's is underrated, underappreciated, whatever. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we get to this beauty. So on the Don Russ version, this is one I was just talking about. This is like one of the only cards that they had to use a different picture because the optic, yes, Primate, they are the only team that matters. The picture is Chad Pinder. It's not this picture. I think all the other ones, it's the same exact card, you know, just the nicer stock for optic. Nice. This is an awesome card. Jonathan H, I don't know if I ever mentioned that when I bought a box of, it was either Series 1 or Series 2, I got the Raleigh Fingers auto. That was my auto. So needless to say, I was very, very happy about that. Matt Olson is a stud with dead eyes. I'm pretty sure he's a sociopath. If you've ever like looked at him, he's got one of the weirdest batting styles, but doesn't hit for high average like father, like son. But the dude is there when you need him. He is always coming through in the clutch. Solid fielding too. Most of the A's, I feel like their fielding is kind of one of their things. Nice Eckersley. This is a nice card for 83. Super well centered. Very nice. Hey, speaking of, yeah, I think he's awesome. Seems like, you know, no personality to be had whatsoever, but that's fine because he puts up numbers. Like father, like son. Do you have thoughts? I can't wait till you guys see what I've got coming for this. It's hilarious. I don't want to tell you what it is because you could find it too easily and then it would just ruin the surprise, but I think you'll like it. And Jonathan, I have your other one too. Jonathan H., you missed some cool stuff from before you got in the room. Ooh, this is nice. What year is this? Is this out of 82, 83? Oh, this one, okay. Should I get, like, change my diaper or, you know? I'm already sitting down. Yeah, 82. You want it on the, yeah. Well, my wife's not home right now, which means I probably have to clean everything. I just occurred to me, I can say whatever I want for like the next 15 minutes until she gets back. I'm a free man, gentlemen. Nick Martini, you know, I feel like you never can really fault the A's farm system. I guess I don't really have many thoughts on him. Just waiting for him to do something. Chris Davis, he's not having a great year. The A's, I think they've got something like 6 players with 20 home runs, and he's not one of them, which is crazy considering how many home runs, you know, he typically hits. Nice. Another Manea. Oh, man, I can't wait till you see. Is this 80? What year is this, Jonathan? Is this 82, 83? This is one of those ones where you put 2 people together, right? Yeah, he is. Blonde beard. Big time. Oh, ha! If I had just shut up for long enough. I think this is so cool that they were doing this back in 82. That's cool. Okay, 83. This would be a cool card if you were into binders. All right, do any of you guys keep your cards in binders? Is there any like long-term negative effect? Do the pages, the sleeves start to stick to them? Nice. Gotta love Eck. Ooh, I definitely do not have this. For those of you that didn't catch that, the Leaf version. This card is like mint, Jonathan H. Super centered. You haven't had any problems with it? Oh, okay. So yes and no. I would imagine that temperature would play an effect as far as like them getting sticky or. This is a super nice card that I do not have. Thank you very much, sir. I can't believe how well centered it is. What about if I dig a hole and put them in the backyard for, like, you know, safekeeping? Jonathan H, thank you. I'm excited for your stuff to get to you, but it's seems to be taking its sweet time, but I think you'll like it. No Terry yet, right? Yeah, that your the case that you showed the other night on the channel was pretty impressive. Your Nolan Ryan collection. Philip, this was the cards you had sent. Jeez. This is like, I feel like this is so official. This is impressive. What's funny is with all the heritage that I had bought, I didn't actually look at the names of the cards, other than, you know, the numbers of the whatchamacallit, the numbers of the cards. So I feel like this is the first time I've actually even seen these cards, because obviously I never got them out of packs. Marte. So those of you that don't know, this was part of the things that I was really searching for on the Tuesday trades, because I was trying to make 2 sets of the low number, getting close to making the set of high number as well, only one. And these were the cards that I was looking for. And anyone else who's into trades or set building, this might be a good way for us to help each other make sets. Because, I mean, if you could imagine trying to buy, you know, a Chris Taylor, like, nobody's going to want less than $1. And then, you know, even if you did plain white envelope shipping, there's another, you know, 75 cents to $1. And you wind up, if you need 20 cards, you're going to wind up paying $40 for 20 commons when you could probably buy the set for 30. And if I'm not mistaken, these were all different players, right? So I would say you either completed them or you got me very close to completing them. So Philip, I didn't bring up high number because one of the things I was going to ask some of you guys about breaks wise involved breaking stuff or doing packs of things. And I actually have a hobby box sitting here that I haven't opened it, because if you guys were interested in doing like a pack type thing, I wanted to make sure you guys knew that the packs you'd be getting were coming out of a sealed box still, not like, you know, the leftovers of a box. Anyway, Philip, thank you very much. After I get off air, I'm going to go through my little sets and see if I'm done, almost done, see what else I need. Thank you. More than you know. Thank you. You got to let me know what you're into, so I can kind of return the favor, bud. Still no Terry. I don't want to. He said his would be good for on air. This might be a good way for me to explain this, because, and I'll do this before Terry gets in the room so he doesn't feel like I'm poking fun at him. On the website, I had put the address for the Tuesday. I'm sorry, for the donations. You know, fun mail, friend mail. You guys get it. And I had put to either write on air or write off air if you wanted me to open it off the air. Terry obviously gave me the choice of doing either, but put one or the other. If it's something that you think I would enjoy opening on the air, then obviously you just put care of on air. If it's something that's, you know, you don't want seen, you don't want your note read out loud, whatever, then just write off air. Okay. So I'll wait on that, and I'll start opening some of these packs. So this is archives. I was going to shoot a video here in a second. I have just a blaster of archives. I didn't buy Philip. Thank you again, bud. I didn't buy a hobby box of archives because I think I bought like 5 A's slots in the Jabs break. And from what I was seeing, the autographs were, it left a lot to be desired. And so I didn't really feel like it was a smart decision to go hunting. And I think I bought into one of Mikey's breaks for a Blue Jays and Angels to get, you know, the Trouts. And I think I might have even bought the Mets. Anywho, I kind of feel like I kind of exhausted all the base cards I should expect to get. And if there's anything else I wanted, I would just go look for it as an individual. So we got Berrios, Bader, Tony Perez, Lou Boudreau, nice Ichiro. I think this part of the Ichiro retrospective, right? Yeah, I think they will too. I think they just killed themselves with those weird autos. Like, sorry, but nobody wants, you know, an umpire auto or the president of whatever. Nobody wants that. And if you're going to put that in there, then you need to have like 4 autos in the box. If, you know, 2 of them are going to be garbage. Nice Ernie Banks, Ozzie Smith, and Nomar. I didn't realize how glossy these cards were. I haven't actually received my cards yet. So just seeing them online on breaks, they're definitely nice looking. Let's do 2018 Bowman. Clint Frazier. Any Yankees fans in here? What's going to be the fate of Clint Frazier? Nice Trout. Actually wound up getting, I got the green chrome of this card. I think I actually just showed it the other night. Yeah. That's not Trout anymore. Stanton, nice Matt Olson. Adam Hazley chrome, top 100. Ryan Ballad, Bryce Wilson. Jonathan H., were you PCing those Allards, or were you getting them from for another Braves fan? Let me know. Luis Arias, he's popping up in all kinds of stuff. Luzardo, Molina. If you guys are seeing anything that you really like, I mean, feel free to let me know. I'll trade you for some commons of something that I need to help build some sets. I did have to suck it up and buy an Eloy 2019 Chrome to finish my set of Chrome. Nice Frank Thomas, one of my very first players that I PC'd when I was a kid. He will make his way into the Hump Day hunt. Gary Sanchez, Pink, Michael Fulmer, and Austin Hayes. This card feels incredibly thick. Not numbered. Still a nice looking card. At 19, Don Russ. Maybe we'll get the Matt Chapman card. You can see what I was talking about. If you guys are multitasking or, you know, watching the game or whatever, obviously I'll keep droning on over here. Verlander's having a heck of a season. If you're still here and there's something you can think about, nice. Thank you, Blondebeard, for the ruining of my recorded game. Spoiler alert, sir. I'm just kidding. I have it on in the background. Like Snell. Anyway, if you guys are here and you're thinking of things you'd like me to do or ideas you'd like to float out there, I feel like these live streams are kind of the perfect time for that. Kluber, so the nickname variation. Chris Bryant. Every time, without fail, that they say Kristen Stewart online, my wife goes, "What did they say? I thought they said Kristen." And I'm like, they did. His name is Kristen. Without fail. Had that conversation a whole bunch of times. Willie Calhoun, Messenger, and we're done. Speaking of high number, just opened a blaster on the channel, and it was a big fat dud. I don't think I got like one desirable card. But I did get one of those really cool candy lid things. Can't have too many of those. Stupid candy lid. J.D. Davis, Wood, Pineda. Nice key boom. This kid, this picture. Like, this guy is not buying beer anywhere. I mean, who knows if he even can? I feel like, does this kid even have a driver's license? Tell me that this is not his, little league dressed like a pro day picture. Grandal. Old Kikuchi. Anybody know his current record right now? Yes. Legion Italia, exactly. All right, cool, Cena. No, dude, you do what you got to do, bud. We'll see you. And nothing interesting. Still one of my favorite feeling cards out there. I think it's more of a set building kind of a product than it is for the hits. I did just put in to redeem my Don Sutton auto. Seager, Gurriel Jr., Tim Anderson, and Trevor Story. Looks like all base cards. So put those into my sets. Jabs was ragging on 88 tops the other day, and since this was the product that I first started collecting as a kid, I like it. I feel like it's got a lot of memorable cards in it, a lot of cool error cards. This delicious gum. This gum is actually chewy. I don't know. Did he pack search it for the gum and put in fresh gum? I'm not kidding. Most of this gum, it evaporates into dust within a second. This one is actually chewy. That's a little bit scary, actually, now that I think about it. Not the Jack Clark Black Arrow error card. I really hope I get a Vicente Palacios card. Vince Coleman. Barry Lyons. If anybody sees any of these cards that might be one of the big error cards, let me know. If I pull the Mark McGwire 88 tops, I'm going to lose my mind. I'll tell you that right now. Nice. Jonathan H. You probably have about 1 million of these, I assume. Nothing doing. Let's go. It's all junk wax at this point. Terry shows up, I'll open his mail. But I will wait to the last minute just in case. Oh, you got to love when the pack is like melted into the card. Sorry, Teodoro Higuera. That came off. Nepper. Autistic Family Collectibles. Can you hear me? Are you aware of the Nolan Ryan phenomena in 90 Donruss? Man, this is a garbage pack in a garbage product. Good grief. I think the coolest thing in here was the 3 friggin' puzzle pieces. He probably pack searched it. That's the only explanation. All right. What are we into? Ooh, 88 Donruss. I've got a ton of these from when I was a kid, and they are just beat to heck. I almost feel like these cards in good condition aren't horrible because they're so hard to find in good condition. They're like oddly thin cards. Paul Malter, Hall of Famer. Bobby Thigpen, not a Hall of Famer. Hey, Mark McGwire, Diamond King. Get my one touch ready. Just think all those people that left the room, they missed that. Shame on you. Shame on you, folks. I'm oddly excited about this card. It's worth my $40 Patreon membership now. Hey, I don't even feel like I've ever even seen this card. It's a little off center, but this card is crisp. Anybody have any thoughts on this? Berto Alomar, rated rookie, 88 Donruss, not destroyed. It's kind of a, this has been the best pack yet. Sandberg, couple Hall of Famers, couple cool cards. Those poor schmoes that left the live stream missed out on a 88 Donruss Roberto Alomar rated rookie. And now I'm going to pull a Jose Uribe $500,000 1990 Fleer card. This video is going to go viral. Just you watch. And the 8 of you that are still here and the 4 of you that are still awake, you will have been there when. Good night. Can you see that? Look at the beating this card took. You gotta love the late 80s and early 90s. They cut these cards with a chainsaw, apparently. Oh, awesome. Just in case they damage one, they give you 2 Gene Larkins. It's Edgar Martinez. I think his rookie year is 89, though. The wrong Guerrero. And 88 score. A few decent rookies in here. Fred McGriff. Andre Dawson. Mike Schmidt. Not a bad way to start a pack off. Moose Haas. Quisenberry. Who is it? John Jabs? It's a Quisenberry fanatic. Shawan Dudston. And that's that. Nobody's heard from Terry today, right? Anyone? Hey, I'm just opening your Patreon package, and you might want these back, but not too shabby. Probably the best things that we pulled out of this. That is okay, because I actually don't have this 88. Right? I got this too. You put this in your Patreon? I don't know if that was a mistake. Eric, did you mean to put that in there? Or is it $40 one just got classier? Should probably tell people that I'm joking so they don't like sign up and then expect it. And then I feel like you may have switched out the gum in that 88 tops because it was actually still chewy. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not. Is Eric, you can just tell me yes or no, and you don't need to clarify. Have you talked to Jonathan H. about the thing we were doing for Mikey? I don't know if he said he was going to like try to contact you. Okay. I said earlier, I mean, you're busy, everyone, you know, whatever. I'll throw it out there now because I know you guys are friends. We're putting together a little get well thing for him, and we were all kind of signing a card. If you want to add your name to it, we're sending, just imagine like a sticky, like an address kind of thing, just to sign the card. The card's going to Donald Blumdahl's house. I got something else there for him, and you know, think of it like a sticker auto, and we're all signing a get well card for him. So if you want to do that, we're doing it right now. So if you want, you could probably talk to Jonathan. He can clarify. You can email me if you want to. It's not a terribly confusing idea. You're a smart guy. I mean, you can figure out what we're doing here. So if you want more details, let me know and I'll fill you in. If not, just know though that it's happening right now as we speak. So in a week might be too late. Okay. So you can either, my email is GoreMadetv@gmail. I know you already talked to Jonathan H. So ask one of us or even to Donald Blumdahl, and we can give you the rest of the details. But I don't want anyone who's a good friend of him to kind of get left out of it. I definitely don't want anybody feeling excluded, especially people that know him better than I do. Anywho, that's it. That's the short gist of it. Okay. I tried to wait for Terry Dakota to get in the room, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. He sent this. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Justin, thanks for everything you sent me. Here's some A's cards. Nothing crazy. Hope you enjoy them. Terry, P.S. The wife is a Piscotty fan only because of his stupid last name. That's mean. She really is an Astros fan. Well, not if you talk about her like that, Terry. Jeez. Hey, Gary. So this is from Terry Dakota, if that wasn't clear enough. So he we send stuff back and forth. He's into Astros things. Hey, cool scene. That was a quick dinner. So Henderson, 89 Topps. Topps traded. Sorry. I guess I don't know if he was on the Yankees early this season. So we got a team bag. Nice 84 Ricky Henderson. Don't have that. Love getting retro A's guys. A back in the game collecting. I'll start going through these. Those of you that weren't collecting back then, the Members' Choice was always a cool, you know, kind of one of the early parallel type of things. Another Eck. Don't even need to repeat it because it's right there. 88 Score. A Woolworth card. This is cool. You don't see too many of these, right? Back in the game. The Member Choice are just awesome. I don't know what the multiplier on them is. It's probably, you know, an extra 10 cents of worth, but they felt so cool to get them. Ricky Henderson highlights. The franchise. I've got a number of these cards, not Henderson, but like these cards in good condition. It was just impossible to keep them. The card stock was so crap, and with the black borders, they just destroyed by just looking at them. It's a nice Ricky Henderson. For those of you that don't know, at Oakland, the field is now Ricky Henderson Field. A nice looking stadium club. Eckersley. And another Henderson Stadium Club. Cannot beat the photography on the Stadium Club cards. Awesome. Man, you guys talking about these flea market finds, you inspired me to go try out we have a little antique mall that I've been wanting to go see if they had any cards. And there's like two guys that have little cards and comics and then like little toy figures. I was going to see if John wanted any of the toys they had, but they're both run by people that owned card stores. So they're still like trying to get top dollar for these things. You know, like I think they had a box of like 93 Leaf and they wanted like $30 for it, you know, and you want to like tell them like it's like $7 on eBay, man. Like calm down, all right. But I don't think they ever quite made the adjustment to the times. It's probably why their card store is gone. Nice Topps Chrome Laureano, Chapman, Platinum Presents. I sent him a hanger of Bowman Platinum. He won on like a giveaway I was doing, and he pulled like 3 or 4 like A's cards, Chapman cards. Like, obviously gave him the wrong one. Nice Chris Davis. Nice Ricky Henderson. I don't know if this is 91 or like 91 or 92. 92 Leaf. Right at the tail end of another Eckersley. Right at the tail end of when I was collecting Power Zone. Chris Davis. So this is out of the new one. I think Jabs, I don't know, or Eric, if you're still here, I think hey, Terry's here. Terry, I waited till the last thing to open it. I'm glad you popped in. I think I'd bought like 5 or 6 A's slots. So unfortunately, I think I've got about 40 of these coming and 37 Rick Honeycutt autographs, because who doesn't need that many Rick Honeycutt autographs? But I guess it could have been worse. It could have been 30 umpire autographs, right? Blake Trinan, Manea, and since a lot of you that haven't, or that just popped in, I'd mentioned I've got something of him coming that is just, it's hilarious that he has been doing this for so long, and I don't think anybody's really noticed. You'd think somebody would like have a talk with this guy I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll definitely show it. But it's it's awful. You'll appreciate it. Canseco, looking only mildly roided up in this picture. A nice Laureano picture. He just got back. He got back, and then I think Gary, I wasn't watching. Yes, thank you. You kind of spoiled it a little bit for me there, Eric, but that's okay. His autograph, it says just, it's the A word. It's I don't know if he's trying to write A's and it's like the apostrophe looks like an S, but if you look at his autographs, it just says A S. Yeah, like it's as clear as day. And it's not like on one card, it's on a ton of his cards. It's hilarious. And you would think somebody would be like, hey, bro, stop signing your name like that. But I almost hope that he just has a really good, this is a nice looking card. I really hope he just has a good sense of humor and and he's doing it intentionally, because if he's not doing that intentionally, I feel bad for him, and I'm amazed that he can even keep count as high as a pitch count could go. Yes, like maybe if he signs his name using swear words, eventually somebody won't want it anymore. I don't know what is going through this kid's head, but his autograph is a true piece of art. It is amazing. Terry, you'd missed that I had showed this, because you've seen the breaks, the hump day hunt, that I picked this up to kind of cap off the hump day hunt. And then I picked the still in the cello 85 McGuire, and it's like shockingly centered. Eric, have you ever sent a pack in to PSA, or have any of you ever sent a pack in to PSA? I'm actually glad that you spelled it like that, with the McGuires with the U, because that was another thing that the other thing I'd ordered, and it even says correct spelling, was this, the Chong Modesto, correct spelling. Some of you know what this is, some of you couldn't care. But the PSA 10 of this was actually shockingly cheap. Although this wrinkled thing, like it's not the team bag that it's in. It's actually like in the slab has like this wrinkled thing, which kind of sucks. Oh well, it has the 10 on there. I guess it's as good as it's going to be. Anyway, I'd asked about the pack thing because these even like a PSA 9 pack were, you know, $250 and up. I was just curious, like what accounts for the grading part, if the like the writing on the package is something that they qualify, or, you know, sealed, is it the cards they can see through the cello that they're grading? I don't really know, but I do want to send it in. Were you not in the room the first time, Jonathan H? Yeah, I don't know. Eric, like, because when I'm looking at it, you know, I was looking on eBay and they have other ones, and you know, I do what everyone's doing, and you know, I'll look at like the sold listings and see what they're actually going for, and this one was the most centered card that that you could see through the cello, but some of them, you know, it's tough to tell what it is they're grading. I know it's got like a scratch or two in the paint, the ink, whatever you want to call it. You kind of see under the E in baseball. Not real sure, but if they're grading the card as you can see it, like I would think this would grade reasonably high. It's more centered than the ones I was seeing in the 9-packs. Honestly, Jonathan, I just kind of feel like it's cool. It's cool that it's still in the pack. I actually kind of started to make it like a thing to pick up the Maguires that I find, and it must not have arrived yet. But I also have the no, it did arrive, and I'm just an idiot. The 87. So that's what I got, because I can see his face on this one. He even put his name on there, so I know it was him. I think Jonathan H. I was trying to get like as many kind of variations of the card as I could. Yeah, for people that aren't Maguire fans, like if you look at some of his autograph changes drastically over the years. This is his like current autographing style, and I could see how somebody might think that the autograph is fake, or one of his autographs is fake, because it looks almost nothing like this now. And on several, I don't know if he was just being a jerk that day, but the autograph runs vertically, which seems like a very odd choice to sign your name vertically. Anyway, there was a few of them listed, and they had a different autograph type. Authentic. It's authentic, and I kind of felt like for me that was part of the goal. Like for me, the card was more about just getting a nice representation of the card that is signed. It was not about getting a 10. I almost feel like if I wanted to get a 10 or still want to get a 10, then I feel like that's its own thing. This is its own thing. It's a signed version of it. This is its own thing. You know, it's the card that's in a pack. And then obviously a loose version of the card is its own thing. So I don't know. I might just have lost my mind a little bit on the 85 tops, but it's fun. It's fun to lose your mind a little bit in baseball cards. Did you see this, Jonathan? Whoa. No, no, no. I need to make an adjustment. There. You just lost your moderator powers, okay? No longer a moderator. That was rude, sir. And now I'm going to spoil something that was coming to you. All right? All right, Jonathan H. It was going to be a surprise, and then you had to go third grade with the Matt Kratman. I didn't call him Clint Failure. Don't take it out on me. So these were coming to you. Well, they still are, but they're no longer going to be a surprise. Do you know where this is going, Jonathan H.? Does anybody know where this is going? Shame on you, sir. You don't? I'll give you a little hint. Same card. Oh, that's weird. Error cards. Same card. That's weird. Error cards. Yeah, I know. See, what I'm over here doing is being considerate, and you're over there making Matt Kratman jokes, and that's just hurtful. Thank you, Pryman. See, Pryman understands a considerate, thoughtful card purchase. He would never call him Matt Kratman. I wouldn't 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 call him Matt Kratman because that's just mean. I wouldn't call him Matt Kratman. Yeah, you were. You were, and then you had some stock, and then you just threw it away with a Matt Kratman remark. I'm gonna need a minute. I also picked this up because I've never owned this, and I feel like this is just a cool card. Dragon Fan Tim, you're referring to these, right? Now that these need a home. Yeah, Jonathan H. I really love this card. And they'll go well with these. And did you already see this? They'll go well with that. eBay, Jonathan. So I watch them on eBay, and then I'm doing probably what a lot of you are doing, which is, trying to get in before the prices go up even worse. No. No. And Cool Cena sent me first Bowman, Jonathan H. Did you send it around the same time you'd sent the other things? A little bit, yeah. Oh. Well, in all fairness, if you could see what I'm looking at right now, there's it's Chrome. Hey, back in the game. Thanks for stopping by, man. There's quite a bit of chappiness. Oh, good grief. Did I really? This is how bad it's getting over here. All right. I might have a problem. I literally just now realizing this. I got this one too. The black one. I don't know if this is the Asia edition. Yeah, blonde hair. I feel like I need to like vacuum the house and like start cooking dinner or something. Which ones, Jonathan H? Good grief. All right. I need to slow down a little bit. No, these are just the base ones. But I actually pulled one of them out of the box. So this has kind of been where I've been going with this. I got that too. This is nice. A classic. Definitely one of like the affordable kind of underpriced cards. One of them doesn't. One of the Chapmans doesn't. Well, let's take a look at that. I feel like Uncle Scrooge in like DuckTales right now. Like I go swimming through my bank of Matt Chapman cards. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to excavate them from the bottom of the pile. Are you sure like the card doesn't look different or the auto looks different? Where's his friend? Is it like a reflection? I feel like it looks, I mean, to me, like I'm looking at this. This one. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hey, look, the guy gets tired, all right? He's got to go back to, you know, playing dominant third base defense. Yeah, I see what you mean, like right here. Well, it's not like I don't have like a big enough sample size, right? Like C touches, C touches, C touches, C does not touch, C touches, C does not touch, C does not touch, C does not touch. And there's more, but I don't know where they're at right now. So I don't know. Did we count that? All right, Eric, take it easy. All right, Eric, are you still here? Remember to email one of us, unless you already have and I haven't checked it yet. Anyway, Jonathan, were you paying attention for that recap? It seems pretty 50-50. Do you concur? Yeah. I would be more worried if it was, you know, like a random card, you know, that was signed, that there was no autographed version. Yes, Terry, I told him, and then I'm hoping is going to email somebody, one of us, so we can hop on board with that. Oh, wait. C does not touch. C does not touch. Okay, now I think yeah, now I'm done. At least what is in like arm's reach. What's a great series name? Way Too Many Matt Chapman autograph cards guy. That's, I could change the channel name to that. It might be, it's a lot to type. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sunday FUNday. Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously, like you mentioning it, and it just made me think about it. And I'm sure that there's some people that have been doing a lot more thinking than the 30 seconds I've spent investing on it. But I guess on one hand, it's a good thing that the back has the congratulations as opposed to it just being like a base back that was signed. You know what I mean? Dragon Fan Tim has the right idea. Yeah, so I guess like that. I mean, that's a good thing that they all have the proper back. I've thought about that when it came to cards like these. You know, like the Bowman cards. When everybody was Wander Mania, and like let's say that you pulled a I think I have one right here, for instance. So, like, let's say you pulled a Wander Atomic, and by some, coincidence, you were near him to get it signed. And, there is a signed version of this card. And I think the back is still the same. It's the same back. And I feel like, what would that do to the value of the card should it become known that you essentially try to recreate what you could have pulled from a pack? I feel like that kind of gets into shady gray area kind of territory where you're, while being a legitimate autograph, you've created it through kind of shady means. Anywho, that's my ramble about that. I also think you had mentioned, were you saying it'd be cool to get different numbers of the same card? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm putting together. All right, Terry, thanks for the Ace cards. And Terry, did you mention you had Astros people that you don't like? Because if that's true, let me know, because obviously I'm going to put some stuff together for you, and I'd hate to fill it full of Mike Scott cards or some Astros player that you have a personal grudge against. Anyway, Jonathan, so what I have going on right now is I'm trying to make autograph rainbows, so to speak. And so I have, for Stadium Club, Jonathan, I have the base, the red, and the black on their way. They were all redemptions, so I don't have any of them in hand. But I kind of felt like it would be cool to have, what's essentially the same card, but the different parallels of the same card. I actually got this, and it's the, I don't know if that makes it the orange, the out of 25 in a lot with this card and this card and one of these. And I think it was this card. And it was crazy, like how cheap it was listed. You know, like I didn't even really want this. Not that I dislike it, obviously, but I already had 2 of them. I didn't really need a third, but I would have paid, you know, for either of these. I mean, this one, I'm just realizing now, this one's out of 22 and the other one's out of 25. Like, that's a super low number. Anyway, so I was trying to, I'm trying to find the different, what is that? The different Topps Finest colors, because I feel like I already got one of the lowest ones. And obviously if you can start there, that makes everything else easier. The other thing that I was getting, and it was definitely something where it wasn't expensive. It wasn't that it was expensive. I just kind of thought it was cool. Was this, you know, same card, but the different color relics. Oh, undoubtedly, Jonathan H. Like, no question about it. I mean, you know, any of us that are, you know, more advanced in age, you remember the odds of pulling an autographed card like in the 90s when they first started putting autos, like it wasn't even possible. And if you got an autographed card in a pack, it was insanity, right? Like you felt like you had $1 million card. And yeah, that exactly, right? And now, yeah, 1 of 1,200, right? Or like some of them I think were like 2,000 or 2,500. And you know, we all were like, wow, that's rare. And now, you know, it's like you're buying autos out of 22 of an all-star player in a lot for, you know, under $100 kind of a thing. And it's definitely made people, I feel like we're spoiled. And I think we talked about this, me and somebody else were talking about this the other day, where it's like, back in the day, if you'd have got an autograph card, you'd have thought, all right, cool, Cena, take it easy. But I felt like you'd have thought you won the lottery. And now you can get 5 autographs out of a Topps Chrome box and you complain about it because, you know, they're crap. So, yeah, I do think we've kind of reduced the value of autos. And I almost feel like, other than like Matt Chapman, who obviously I almost feel like indirectly I'm going to wind up trying to get one of every card of his autos. I mean, maybe that's my PC thing. Yeah, Primate, I don't think you're the only one that thinks that, you know, sadly, since I have 2 boxes of jumbo sitting here. But yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, it was all stars. But then again, like, remember, card sets it was literally everyone. And now I feel like you have card sets where they're just the stars. And so even then we readjust and like, well, you're not a very good star, or you're a small market team guy. And even then, you know, like the sets have been reduced in numbers and we still nitpick it down to who we like and don't like. So now I feel like, I guess, getting back on topic with the autos and value, now I think you need to find some kind of little niche thing with autos to make it, you know, more intrinsically valuable to you, right? Like this is the first card that I ever did for Hump Day Hunt. This to me was my dream card as a kid. So I have this card autographed. There's 5 bazillion Mark McGwire autographs out there, right? And I own literally 2, right? In 2. And I found a way to make them meaningful to me because of the card, because it's 1 of 1 on a, you know, a cool looking card. So to me, this is how I make the autograph valuable to me. As far as, you know, monetary value, that's whatever. And I'll give you a little preview of something else that I'm going to be doing. I don't want to spoil it, but hey, you're here and you like seeing cool things. So future hump day hunts. Woo! You know, again, because to me, that's where the value is. Yeah, me too. And again, like that's a true hump day hunt card for me. Never owned that card in my whole life. Personally, I think this is a cooler looking card. You know, I just like everything about it. I like the way that the tops look. This is undoubtedly is a better card. And this card itself, I feel like this is definitely at least a 9. I mean, this card is perfectly centered, perfect condition. But it wasn't about that. It was just having the auto version. So it's not graded per card. But so if you think, is that how you see it's, and again, right, it's like eye of the beholder, or, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So to me, I didn't really fall in love with this set, but something about him in the Auburn uniform, and, you know, maybe it's because you know, the no name on front variation that keeps it kind of relevant in the hobby, that you keep seeing it. Dragon Fan Tim, funny that you mentioned an 82 Ripken, albeit not traded, and I'll mention that briefly. But I think you see where I'm going with the hump day hunt finale, right? So maybe 82 Ripken might pop up. I don't know. How does anyone really know? But I'm working on the 89 Griffey. That card is not easy to get. And an autographed version of this guy is I feel like I'm spoiling future episodes of the show, but whatever. You just have to see the cards twice, I guess. The tops traded, Dragon Fan Tim. I do like the tops traded version of Ripken, because, you know, he's by himself. I do like the 89 tops Ken Griffey card, but I can't hump day hunt them, because I feel like the only way you get the card is you buy the set, and there's really no drama to buying the set. You know what I mean by that? Like, it'd be cool to see it, but I don't want to turn this channel into like, hey, look at the crap I bought, because that to me is not interesting viewing. So I won't be doing hump day hunts on any of those traded series cards, because if you buy the set, you know you got it. So that's that. But I do want to do every finale of a hump day hunt with the autographed version of that card. And I'm also picking up extras of the card for, you know, either packages to put together for you guys, or for like giveaways. So like, I'm already working on getting extras of these, and in the brief moment you can see them, you know, these are very well centered, great condition ones. Jonathan, you had asked earlier, so if you're still there, give me 2 seconds. So yeah, I did get some loose ones. Again, some of the best looking centering on the cards that I could find. And you pay a little bit more, but not much more. Maybe this becomes a hump day hunt. You're starting to pick up what I'm putting down over here. Not decided. I haven't really decided. I kind of feel like I owe it to myself and to you guys to at least wait until after doing the actual hunt before I start sending anything in. I'd hate to send those in and then pull a perfect looking one and then have to send it in by itself, because I got a bunch of stuff. I think I need to do like a bulk submission of just my own stuff. I don't know if you've been keeping your eye on it at all, but graded wanders they're going for a pretty decent amount. And yeah, I feel like to just kind of get rid of them, at ungraded prices would just be like a complete waste of money. I think like that's a cool looking one too, the 30th. I need to do what you did last night, Jonathan, and do like an auction. I feel like I keep building up stuff, and I don't know if it's like I can't pull the trigger on it and sell it, or I'm just too lazy to do the selling part of it. Anywho. So yeah. Do I think graded cards hurt the hobby? Yeah, I don't want to do eBay either. Dragon Fan Tim, I feel like that's an excellent question, and my gut reaction is no. I don't think grading cards hurt the hobby. I think shady grading of cards hurts the hobby. I think grading cards is the progression of turning non-rare cards into rare cards again. Like all those junk wax era cards, there's millions of them, right? But there's not a lot of them that are in really good condition. This wouldn't at all fall into like a high level graded or whatever card, but like if you can buy big name rookies still in the packs for less than $5 because there's so many of them, then I feel like the grading process is what kind of reestablished the rarity and desire of the card. So I think that collectors find what's worth collecting, right? That's the whole thing with collecting, is like people collect bottles. They collect, I don't know, garden frogs. You can collect whatever the heck you want because it's important to you. So I think for some people, the collecting of the graded cards is their version of collecting, like this. So this Jeter is a PSA 10. This one is, it might be 95.5 off a little bit, but it's nearly a perfect card. I think one of these Griffies, this Griffey, like if you look at the centering on this, like if this isn't a 10, I don't know what is. Thanks, Danny. Always appreciate the constructive criticism there. Anyway, so if you wanted that card, then there's versions to be had, and that would be enough for a lot of collectors. If you were a collector of PSA 10s, then that's your thing. I think that once though PSA got involved in the the trimmed cards and all the shadiness of that, then I feel like it kind of casts dispersions over the grading as a whole. And then now people don't trust grading. So yeah. And then I think it turned it into like big business versus collectors. So that's kind of how I feel about that. And I think if you don't like the idea of grading, then I feel like you don't really have to play that game. Yeah. Sorry, Danny. Man, I feel awful, that I wasted some of your. I feel like we should give you a refund for, for the channel. Just let me know where to send it. All right. I'll get that in the mail for you. I have a whole lot of questions about some of these people. Jonathan H. Don't really understand why they would. I think one of my favorite complaints that you like wasted their time. So then they waste more time telling you that. And it's like, well, if you were so hard up for time, like why would you even bother like invest another 30 seconds just to complain? I don't really get it. Nor do I don't know. Maybe it's like young people and like their sense of entitlement to where like, but do you really feel like I care what you said? I don't know. It just kind of reiterates that like you really don't get me, because if you think you're going to tell me and I'm going to care, or that you're going to like hurt my feeling. Notice I didn't say plural. Like, yeah, you don't really get the channel. Now you're on timeout like a child. That's embarrassing. Too childish for even the internet. That's a shame. Especially since some of the subscribers are 11 and they can deal with it. Yeah. Like, you're entitled to me entertaining you in the way you want to be entertained on my channel for free. My bad. I'm so sorry. Anyway, whatever. It's just funny, and I guess that's just, that's YouTube. If you're gonna do it, then that comes with the territory. Yeah. Hey, Shaka's Closet. Just to be forewarned, Shaka's Closet, we were just accused of being too boring. Okay, so the fireworks show and the belly dancers and the fire eaters will come on later. So sorry if this is too boring. I'm just joking. The entitlement, Jonathan H., is one of the complaints, or the boringness, because I do know that boringness was always a complaint. Oh, good grief. Soccer. Anywho, so that was really all I had as far as today. Mostly I just had those packs sitting here and the mail, and I really wanted to get it opened. I might need to, yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to make it less boring, right? Like, you got pitch counts, and the game definitely moves a lot faster, I feel like, than it used to. But it's one of those things to me, like, if you think it's boring, then like you just don't get it. So watch something else. I don't understand. Like, it's all entertainment, right? Like, change the freaking channel. Like, oh no, they're definitely juiced, and I feel like anybody that doesn't think that is really got their head in the sand, given like how many teams have like broken like a team home run record, you know, or how many players are hitting, you know, more home runs. It's crazy. Big ass. It's just, yeah. Like I don't even get that either, right? Like what? I mean, are you at least like a prince and you need money? Like I don't understand like what the spam is achieving, but whatever. I don't care. The juice ball thing, I feel like it's something's going to come up. Like it's crazy. And you hear people, hey Shalani, you hear people, you know, oh no, the game has just changed. And it's like, are you telling me that this is the first time anybody's really tried to hit a bunch of home runs? I appreciate that, Primant. I will feel bad. Yeah. No, I don't care. Dude, I'm a school teacher. I work around entitled little brats all day long. So I'm pretty used to it. Jonathan? Well, you know, I'm happy for everyone been on for a month. So I feel like it'll come, you know. Sarcastic comments and monotone card reviews might not be everybody's cup of tea, but feedback towards it. So whatever. We'll see. Give it another few months, maybe catch up. I don't know. Anyway, juice ball, juice players, whatever. Something is definitely fishy. I think most people know that. Yeah, that's the plan. You know, I got started over summer, Primate, and you know, obviously I wasn't at work during summer, so I had a lot more time, and I feel like I'm going balls to the wall with the channel. I'm trying to make it more, you know, easy. I'm doing everything I can. Will breaks per se, but that is the plan. I just need to get over myself as far as like talking to you guys about stuff that I have for purchase, because I don't know, you don't want, people won't know that you have it. So it's over the record. So let me know how you feel about that. When you, Shalani, the lagging just started, Jonathan H, because I have been seeing a little thing pop up about connection unstable, but that just obviously, I mean, there's not, like right now it popped up. Yeah, I don't get that either, you know, and Big S, and I feel like I don't want to, you know, accidentally talk negative about somebody else. And I do feel like whenever I'm in, you know, Autistic Family Collectibles at Jonathan H's streams, like he reads like every feels talking about cards. And I, at least in my mind, that's the whole point of this, because physically next to where you could like do card related stuff. You know I'm not. So I feel like responding to you guys is just as much as enjoyable for me. Other streams, you know, and negatively, just the reality, the comments go by so fast that by the time you've tried to type a response, if somebody said something to you, it's gone. So I wouldn't necessarily fault those people. When it's spinning, can you guys still hear me? Oh, I knew it. Saboteur. And to think Jonathan H made her a moderator. Anyway, I enjoy this. I enjoy the having conversations with you guys. I know sometimes it's hard. It's hard for you guys. I mean, I'm at where you're at in everybody else's channel, and the person's talking, and I'm I'm typing and the conversations change by the time my comment gets up there, and then everything kind of gets out of context. And it's hard to it's hard to maintain a conversation at times, you know, or there's a lag and you answered a question, but it doesn't pop up for 30 seconds and they're on a different topic. Or you lose a bid to Brendan Simmons because, you know, supposedly lag meant that your bid got in after Jonathan 8. I mean, someone cut off the auction time. I won't say who. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, that's where with like the super chats, it's almost like that's the only way to kind of ensure that a comment you want to make gets read. And again, not even in like a negative way. It's just reality, right? Like they fly off the page so fast that like, how could anyone possibly keep up with that? Yeah. So I like responding to you guys, and I like that you guys interact. Otherwise, it would just be me here, you know, playing with little pieces of cardboard, and that would be boring. Yeah, it is. Especially, you know, not only do you have, you know, 25 different conversations, Jonathan, but then you have like the person who pops in and, hey, what I miss? And it's like, while that is a valid question, it derails certain things. It is. Hey, I do it too, especially, you know, as a smaller channel, and you know, it is a great way to get name recognition because you can't grow if nobody knows you. And that first 100, nice, well timed too, Shalini. That first 100 subs it's tough, especially when, you know, nobody knows you're there, and there's a ton of other channels out there that get people's attention. So I definitely think they have their place. And you you have to take them down. Oh, well, yeah, that would be difficult because there's so many of them. They fly up there. I kind of see it as, you know, one way to kind of subsidize the product, because I mean, obviously the stuff is expensive, you know, both buying it and then, you know, Jonathan, you kind of alluded to it, you know, even with the Patreon thing, which I might, you know, wind up copycatting even you. The shipping of things, you know, is cheapest it's possibly going to be is $1, you know, and then if you have something that's a little more valuable and you want to put it in a bubble mailer and all that kind of stuff, and then you're looking at $3 and $4, you know, $3 and $4 to send something, and you know, you got 10 things. I mean, my God, like you're going to go broke. So I really did like what you did last night. I might consider doing something like that. How do you guys, or yes, yeah, time, yep. I had to package up some stuff today. I will say that being able to print out large postage for like packages using the PayPal shipping was a great time saver instead of like having to go to the post office. So I was glad to find out doing that. Definitely a time saver. Future break type stuff, like how do you see that as far as like make a video specifically about just that, like announcing one, bring it up at another video when people have any time to like interact back and forth? Is there something you guys like doing? Because I'll tell you right now that I have a bunch of mega boxes. I've got a box of Heritage High. I've got a box of Optic. I've got 2 boxes of Sterling, 2 boxes of Chronicles. And then I've got all the stuff for like the hump day hunts, like boxes of 93 Jeter type products, a box of Top Fire, and do you guys like? Would anybody be interested in like if you did your own as far as if you got packs of 2 boxes of chrome, if you were to get a discount for opening them on your own channel, if you mentioned that you got them from this channel, does that something that interests you? I have that optic hot box, so like a bunch of packs of guaranteed numbered cards. I was thinking of kind of putting together like a package of each thing. The one catch is, for those of you that are still kind of paying attention to me rambling here, the one catch is I kind of want to make sure that there's some kind of market before I start breaking the seals on things, because I think people get a little weirded out with buying loose packs from something that was supposed to contain like an autograph. Well, luckily, I've only got one little girl to worry about, so I definitely sympathize. And as far as like the Patreon thing, like we're talking like a couple dollar Patreon tier, not one of the big, not one of the high dollar tiers. I don't really go through enough product to be able to put together the kinds of packages that like Jabs can put together. So does anybody have any thoughts about that kind of stuff? Do you like doing like the team break concept? I feel like it is it's a very affordable way, I feel like, to get just the cards you might want, and then you still have the chance of autograph type stuff. Jonathan H, did you check your email? Did Eric email you about the Mikey thing? When he popped in, I felt like it was a great time to actually like talk to him. You're gonna stay out of the conversation. Which yeah, well, California and taxes, I feel like we're probably going some of the the same tax types of wonderfulness. Oh, I hear you. Jonathan H, that was directed at you. That tier thing. Yeah. I'm still like debating about even doing that. But like you already know that. It just, everything adds up. Just the shipping part of it is what adds up. I feel like the product part, that's its own kind of animal. Well, Oliver, we're partly talking with Patreon to, at least I had mentioned it just as far as like subsidizing shipping to people. And then other, I don't even know what you call it, creators, Patreon people, they have the packages where you actually get boxes and stuff. I cannot do that. I was mentioning just like different styles of breaks that might interest people, and I was just looking for people's feedback on that kind of stuff. All right, Jonathan H. I'm getting off here too. Everyone's home now, so fun has to stop. Just kidding. Anyway, I think I literally, when I started this, I figured I'd be on here for maybe 30 minutes, and I can see that it's 2.5 hours into it. I don't know how to condense this message into, a short outro, but I really, really, really do enjoy all of you that have kind of like come into the chat and stayed and actually engaged in conversations, regardless of what the topic might be. Means a lot to me. I really enjoy it. And if this, call it like a round table, whether you want to talk about grading of cards or autograph type things or just, whatever. I kind of like the idea of doing that. If that's something you guys are into, then it's something I will plan better. Private, I won't do any, I don't know what you want to call it, like higher grade. I don't even know what to call it. Like, for instance, I did not personally buy for myself any Bowman Sterling. I don't feel like there are enough cards in there to warrant a $200 box. I'm going to spend, 10 minutes going through it and then it's done. So I think I'm with you on that. I feel like I'm not going to spend $200 for myself to have a full box of Sterling. Would I spend $50 to get one of the boxes out of Sterling and probably get a guaranteed auto? That I might, right? Because now we're looking more at like mega box of Optic is $40 and people buy that for a guaranteed auto. Once you start breaking it into more individual things, to me, that sounds more plausible or feasible than a $200 one-time shot for a big high dollar box. I absolutely will not, have not, probably never will ever buy those Archives signature boxes. You're gonna get one card, right? Like, I'm not gonna get the one of one. I'm gonna wind up getting a Cedric Mullins, number 997 out of 10,000, and I'm gonna be disappointed. That's when I feel like just find the card you like and go on eBay or trade. So that's how I feel. That's crazy, Primate. I wish I was balling like that, but I am not. That's pretty crazy. Yes, sorry, Oliver. I'm still rambling. Usually I'll say goodbye about 15 times before I actually get off. Yes, I still have the Optic hotbox stuff. You don't know how badly I want to open it because I know that I'm going to get a numbered card, and I just saw Jonathan pull 2 numbered Alonsos out of the same box, and I'm thinking there's at least one more autograph in this box and a numbered card for every single pack that's in there. And then I was thinking, like, would somebody want to buy one of the packs that come in Chronicles and a pack that comes in Sterling and a pack of a numbered hot box pack? Like, I feel like that would be, you get think of it like a boom box, but like guaranteed cool stuff. Yeah, one-time thing on the giveaway. I would think so, because $250 to just give away is that's intense, man. Yes, Oliver. It was some crazy cards. I had to go, and I mean, family is family, so I don't regret having to go. But I am sad that I missed the out of 25 Alonso, since I got the 125 Alonso. But Jonathan adequately rubbed it in this morning by sending me the video already cut to the point of the thing. Oliver, I don't want to. I'm not going to pressure you at all. If you are interested in buying a pack, I will give you the option of, do you already know what the options are? You can start there. I can send you a pack. I can open a pack on a video for you, and you can see what you're getting. I then offered like a $2 per pack discount if you didn't want, if there were A's cards in there. A lot of people don't care if they get the A's cards or not, and it was a way to take $2 off the pack. So whatever you want to do, I'll do. Yeah, Primate, I definitely, you know, the genuine thanks for, you know, the people that support, you know, your channel, my channel, our channels, and being able to do something nice. I know I had just my 100 sub giveaway, and I think I gave away a mega box and platinum hanger pack and some more things, and it felt great. You know, I feel like these people are taking time out of their day. You guys have taken time out of your day. This channel goes nowhere without people like you. So being able to give back a little bit is nice. Giving back a $250 box that's intense. Okay, Oliver, you again, you just tell me when, and it doesn't need to be right now, so please don't feel like I'm rushing you into that decision. But if you tell me when, you can always email me, and I would obviously want you to be able to see it get opened. So whenever it's convenient for you. I'm not waiting for you to answer me right this second or anything like that, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. Oliver, who I know you emailed me the other day, and I incorrectly thought that Philip's pack, because Philip's last name starts with OL, and I just saw it quickly, and I thought you had sent me the thing. What do you collect, Oliver? So like, because I'm not just going to send you the cards that I got. I'm going to send you stuff that you hopefully like. So let me pre-ask you, what do you like? Yeah, Primate. I obviously I passed 100, and then I crept up on 200 pretty quickly. So I was going to do the 100, which I already did, 250, then 5. And then maybe 750, then 1,000. I don't know. Everybody does it kind of differently. In my head, that's what made sense. You're a Twins fan, okay? I don't know if I opened a box of 86. I don't know if I got any. That'd be a second-year Puckett card, right? Are there any players? Like, the only thing I know about the Twins is that I hate them because they're so good and they beat my A's a lot. Who's they got, like Sano, and do you like anything that would have been like in Bowman? I'm sure I got like a bunch of numbered stuff. Hey, All Sports Highlights. We got a few Bryce Harpers earlier. Oh, Oliver, you're the one that keeps mentioning Buxton. Yeah, I'll add some Buxton, because I feel like I keep getting him, right? Didn't I get I feel like I got like 3 different variations of Buxton in chrome. I think I got like a pink, definitely like the regular prism, something else. I have to find them, but I'll definitely add them. Yes, you do. It's all becoming clear now. So you can just tell me, do you want me to open one, Oliver? And I feel like it feels tacky to like mention what I was charging for them, but you asked, so I'm assuming you already know, right? Bobby Castillo. Yeah, and if you didn't want the A's cards, then it was only 12. Somebody had asked, and again, I'm just going to say this. Please don't read into it. I'm not trying to twist your arm. Somebody was like, if I buy more than one, is it the same because you'd ship them at the same time? And I was like, that's a good question. Obviously, no, I wouldn't charge the shipping twice. So that would be like another $3 off. So that would be $9.99 for the second one. It's totally your call. It's GoreMadetv at Gmail. I'm not going to click around, so I'm just going to trust that you're doing it. You just tell me when you did it, and I will take your word for it. One of the beauties of having a small channel. I don't know that Eric could really do that. He'd probably get ripped off immediately. While you're doing that, All Sports, are you still here? I'm just going to do this so that it's not completely dead air. All Sports Highlights, are you still there? Did you ever get your package, by the way? I kept trying to email you and Con Ben, and he's gone. Nope. That's not Bryce Harper. That's Jason Kipnis. I don't think I pulled any Twins cards out of anything today. No. Nope. No Twins cards. Okay. All right, Oliver. Are you ready? This was another idea that I had, and I was going to call it Packs with Friends. If anybody around here ever lives or lives near a card store and you've ever gone in and kind of bought random packs because they're fun to open, I kind of felt like it would be fun to have like a digital card store. Like if I had several different kinds and you're like, I want one of that, one of that, one of that. For some people, they don't live near a card store, and I felt like that could be a fun way just to be kind of engaged in what was going on. So Oliver, I don't know if you remember or not. I will remind you without moving them around. There are 3 packs in the top left stack. There are 4 packs in this stack. If you watched the video when I first started, the packs had slid in a box. So I opened 3 from this stack, and I was like, that's weird. There's still all 5 in the bottom right-hand side, and there should be 3 in the bottom left-hand side. I thought it sounded cool. It would need to be like a, for Dragon Fan and Oliver, I thought it would be cool just because I know, like, I live near a card store, and the guy is like a pack rat. Like, he's got probably like 200 open boxes of all year cards. where you can go in and instead of like maybe ordering a boombox, you could just go in and pick up, you know, 10, 20 different packs of different year cards and create your own kind of thing. But I'm lucky that I am that close, and a lot of you aren't. It's Stadium Sports Cards in Fairfield. Eric is the guy that owns it. He actually is the same guy that owned it when I was a kid. It's since moved, but it's been around for like 28 years. Anyway, so, and then, sorry, Oliver, I don't mean to hijack your pack here, but I was thinking like I have, you know, I have like some archives. I have this. I have another sealed box of this, and there were 3 boxes of Optic left, and one of them is a hot box. So I don't know if I got the hot box, but it would be the autographed hot box. And you won't really know that until you're kind of deep into it, right? Like you'd be hitting your 3rd auto before you realize it was a hot box, leaving only 2 left. So I feel like that's a tougher sale than this, where like every pack has a numbered card in it. Anyway, imagine if you were looking Top Spire, this, Chrome Jumbo packs, maybe a Chronicles box, things like that, and you could like pick and choose, and you could see your cards immediately. Or when I do the 93 Jeter Chase, the packs would be even cheaper. 93 Tops, 93 Score, 93 Select, maybe 93 Pinnacle, maybe 93 Bowman, and you could open random packs with your friends like this. So Oliver, I should rephrase that. I will not pick the pack because I don't want to feel guilty if you don't get what you want. Are you saying you also don't want to pick the pack? Third pack down, bottom right. Is that correct? If we get, I would say if we get anything numbered 25 or less, I'm gonna get you a 1-touch before I send it. No, Fairfield, California, big collector. I'll get you a 1-touch before I send it, and everything that I send. Everything I send anyone, it comes in a bubble mailer, so the cards will be good to go. All right, and I'll sleeve all the cards. Okay, you ready? Because I want to move the box so it doesn't keep focusing on the background. I need to go in and edit the video so nobody else tries to get that one. Okay. Is there anybody you're looking for besides Twins players? Have you seen many Twins numbered cards in Optic? I can't say that I have. Okay, we got Lindor. Hey, Nix. Oh, this is cool. Ah, what are the odds? What are the odds? How awesome is that? You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Of all of the people, you get a Twins card. And it's a We the People. So I'm guessing this is out of 76. Yeah. Miguel Sano, 22 out of 76. That's crazy talk. And I'll tell you right now, I would not have picked that pack. So you have better luck than you give yourself credit for, sir. Let me sleeve it real quick. What? That's crazy. That is, that's so awesome. Dude, I'm happy for you. And for anybody that ever sees me do this, I always put my finger in here and kind of stretch the far side. I feel like it keeps you from catching that corner when you put it in. If you've ever ruined a card by catching the corner on its way in the sleeve, you'll know why I do that. Some people cut the corner off, but it takes forever. This is a super nice card. I've never even seen the ones, you can see that, right? Where it has "We the People" in the border. That's too cool. Sorry, I forgot to show the rest of the cards. So you got Jake Bowers, and that's the refractor one. And then Cal Quantrill. So a couple of rated rookies. Goes without saying that this could not have been scripted any better. Thank you for, yes, Big S Collector, We the People. Thank you for taking a chance on buying a pack. Oh, does anybody else realize what else just happened? Does anybody else realize it? I don't want to spoil it if nobody else has realized this yet. Oliver, do you even realize what else has just happened? Given the lag, you're all thinking and then coming up with a guess. I'm just gonna tell you. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Not only did you pull a numbered Twins card as a Twin fan, but it's also a jersey numbered card. This is I don't even know what to say. This is the coolest. Is this how like Eric feels when he opens like a cool card? Because this is almost as good as owning it myself. Dude, I'm out of words. I'm out of words. How? I don't know. I don't know what else to do here. Breeze, you just missed it. You don't even know what just happened, Breeze, what you just walked into. That's for real. That's the coolest thing that, yeah. Yep. That just happened. I feel like it needs to be. I feel like I should change it. Okay, and I'm going to find you another, like a Buxton to throw in there, okay? That was definitely, that's the coolest moment I feel like I've ever had opening a pack on this channel. No, you're the best. You're the best. You, buddy, okay? You're the best. Hey, Steven. I know, Breeze. After this goes, this is going to go viral. This is the next, is this real life YouTube video. You did. You earned it, buddy. You earned it. I'm telling you, nobody's doing this on their channels, okay? When you see this again, you're going to know that it came from me. This came from me. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to steal it. I don't know if you guys who have channels, if you've ever seen something you've done in a channel start to make its way into other people's channels, it's a little bit flattering, and then it's a little bit like, Hey, that was my idea. I've cornered the market on the finger point, though. All right, don't let anybody take it. I'll make you a moderator. I'll make you a moderator in their channel. Thank you, Big S. Yep. No, you've been underappreciated this whole time. Not anymore, sir. Well, I feel like going out on a high note is always a good thing, but man, it's hard to want to shut it down after that. I don't. Packs with friends. Does anybody feel like that's something that you'd ever want to do? No pressure. I'm going to finger point my name, my finger right onto this little wrench button there, Philip. All over the place stuff, Oliver. I kind of feel, people aren't going to spend $1 million opening packs, right? So, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I kind of feel like people aren't going to spend $1 million, on packs. So I don't want to like try to make it packs with friends of like super high end stuff. I do think it would be fun to get, if you got a hot pack and a Chronicles pack and a Sterling pack, and you'd be guaranteed cool things. That's its own thing. Packs with friends, I kind of feel like it needs to be more of one of those like a sampler. You're not going to spend a fortune, and mostly it's just for fun. You know what I mean? And you kind of get that feeling of like picking the pack. Like if you're ever a kid and you're like, oh, third one down in the top left corner, like that's the one I got to get. It would kind of let you do that in real time. Anyway, if that's something you guys want to do, then maybe next weekend I will try to have enough stuff to make that happen. Does that sound good? And I really don't like feeling like I'm pressuring you guys into buying stuff. That's not the thing. And anybody that knows anything about shipping things or the costs of cards, when you'd see the price of it, you'd realize like I'm literally not making a dime off of doing that kind of stuff. It's fun. And I feel like it's a cool thing to do with you guys. So that's the idea with that. All right. Philip, when you say older, what do you mean older? Because to some people, they're talking like 70s and like 80. Other people, junk wax is old. What are you thinking? While you're typing, I will say one benefit of, like let's say mid to early 80s product is junk wax and up. Okay. Well, I was going to say one of the benefits of early 80s type stuff is that you're not kind of beholden to the one autograph in the box thing, right? And I'll just give you an example. So let's say, like, obviously I have this box sealed, right? Now, if I was selling packs of this, what's going to happen at the moment that somebody pulls the autograph card? Like, does anybody still want packs from it? Because a lot of people won't. They're buying the packs in the hopes of the autograph. So you can kind of see where I'm going with that, right? So that's kind of part of the one kind of hurdle that I saw. Now, if I had a box of, 93 tops and we were all looking for a Jeter, there is no autograph. All the packs are kind of seen as the same value. Yeah. You get what I'm saying with that, guys? since, I mean, you guys are obviously engaged in this right now, and I'm getting like the wife making the clock motion. So I do need to go because it's dinner time out here. Can you don't tune out just yet? Think for 5 seconds. If I could have some product by next weekend, what would you think? Things that might interest you. Yeah, I almost feel like Big S. I almost feel like in current product, for instance, like the jumbo packs of Chrome, I almost feel like the numbered cards might have more value than most of the autos that come out of it. So I do think you make a good point with serials and parallel cards that a lot of times, like this card, like, would you rather have this Miguel Sano card or a Cedric Mullins base auto? I feel like this card, hands down, is worth more than a Cedric Mullins base auto. So yes, the chance for parallels is definitely a real thing, and sometimes it's a better thing. So yes, you do make a good point with that. Do you guys feel like if you thought about it, you could let me know? I can always get stuff, but if it's something I'm going to have to like order to have, I need to kind of get on it quickly. Okay, Phil, I didn't collect at all during that time. And is this something we want to try to keep on the cheap? Did you really? I did too. On the video, like 10 seconds after saying how much I didn't want one. Jinxed myself. Is this something you guys want to keep on the cheap? Or do you want me to try to find that year stuff that has potential big hit cards in it? Budget idea? Yeah. I feel like, not to brush over the fact like this wasn't like a cheap pack, I mean, obviously I hope that it was worth it to you. I definitely feel like the card is worth it. I mean, you can't have, asked for a better situation. But I do feel like buying cheap other stuff because it's fun allows you to buy a more of like a higher end thing like this when the situation calls for it. So I'll see what I can do. I'm thinking keep the packs in the $3 range or less if possible. Does that sound like an idea? Keep in mind, keep in mind if I do $3-ish packs, I want to stick with something that like somewhat coherent, right? Like if I got a box of, I don't know, 93, 94, 95, 96 Topps Chrome, something like that, right? It's something that makes sense. And then keep in mind, I could probably send about that much in one package that would probably cost about $4 in shipping. I'm not going to send this many cards in some kind of like plain white envelope style because I'd hate for you to get your cards damaged. So that's another thing just to keep in mind. And if anybody in here has ever shipped cards, you realize like that's just what the postage costs. Like I don't mind eating the cost of the envelopes and stuff like that. the bubble mailers. And again, it's more about just being fun. So yeah, I like it. I actually really like the look of 89 Tops. I mean, here's this Henderson. I think this is a seriously underrated style. It's actually, if you look at my name, I got my new logo, which I'm getting made into a mat right now. I really like this kind of like old school baseball cursive with the little tail. Yeah. All right, Philip. I think on that note, like let's call it a night. Oliver, I trust that your address and stuff is all linked to the PayPal thing that you'd sent me. Is that we're good? I was done. I said bye 15 times. Jonathan, everyone else can go. Oliver, answer me about the thing. Yeah, okay, good. Jonathan, so I don't know if you remember, but I was selling, I have a hot box, the numbered parallel hot box that I was selling the packs out of it. And Oliver here told us ahead of time that he was a Twins fan, which of course my question was, have you even seen any numbered Twins cards come out of Optic? And everyone's answer is, of course, no. And so he bought one pack, and in his one pack, he pulled a Miguel Sano, We the People, out of 76, and jersey numbered parallel. Well, I don't even know what the odds are of that, but it was a fantastic moment in baseball card history. Okay, they say that they're sorry, honey. They apologize. People on the internet, so you know it's real. No response. I'm in trouble. Okay. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you for everything. Next week, I will try to have that put together. Jonathan, we're going to try to do packs with friends next weekend. I'll explain it better later when I'm not in trouble. Thank you for the cards, too. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your Sunday, and I will see you this week. All right? Take it easy, everyone. Bye.